She didn't walk away because you were boring. She didn't walk because your car wasn't shiny enough, or because your texts got shorter. Not because you forgot the name of her favorite candle that one night in late October. She left because something inside her had already started packing long before she even met you. And that was never on you. But here's the part no one says after a breakup. You weren't rejected. You just ended up in the crossfire of a woman who's been at war with her own heart. You were her calm, her soft place to fall. And sometimes, that's exactly what terrifies the people who've only known chaos. Before I go on, I've got something valuable for you, a free ebook, The Female Mind Control Handbook. Inside it, you'll find the hidden keys to making any woman crave you. Grab it now, link in the description or the pinned comment. Back then, I kept asking myself, what did I miss? I replayed every dinner, every word, every laugh that started to lose meaning once she began pulling back. I blamed myself. That's what we do, right? We assume our value is tied to how long someone decides to stay, as if her leaving exposed some unseen flaw we didn't fix in time. But over time, and in a lot of silence, I finally understood something. Her leaving wasn't about what I lacked, it was about what she couldn't give. Chuckles. Bittersweet. She once said I made her feel safe. I thought that was a compliment. It felt good. But I missed the quiet part she didn't say. Because for some people, safe doesn't feel like home. It feels like a cage. She was used to sharp edges, to tension, to love that left bruises and apologies. So when I arrived with peace and stillness, she didn't know where to put it. She thought love had to hurt, that anything less wasn't real, so she ran. Not because I caused pain, but because I didn't. When someone's lived through nothing but storms, clear skies feel suspicious. That's what you don't realize when she walks out. You think, if I was more of this, less of that, maybe she would have stayed. But here's what Stoicism teaches us. You are not responsible for the emotional debts someone else carries. You're not the one sent to redeem her past. You're not her therapist. You're not the punishment for what some other man did years ago. You were just the mirror, and she couldn't handle what she saw. You offered her peace, but she still needed noise. You gave her softness while her heart was still wrapped in suspicion. You brought presence, true unwavering presence, and that scared her more than absence ever could. Because presence demands accountability. It says, I see you, all of you. And when a woman isn't ready to be seen, she runs, pause, and when she does, she won't give you the real reason. She'll say, it's not working, or I just need time, or my personal favorite, you deserve better. As if she's doing you a favor by breaking your heart with politeness. But what she's really saying, what she can't say, is this: I don't know how to receive the love I've begged for. And it's easier to leave than to learn how. So you're left sitting there, alone, staring at a blank screen, trying to write a message you'll never send. And deep down, you still believe it's your fault. But it wasn't. You were solid. You were kind, curious, present. No, not perfect, but real. And that's not why she left. She didn't walk away because of your realness. She walked away because she wasn't ready to meet you at that depth. That's the wound most men never truly heal, because we link love with worth. And when someone walks away, we assume it means we weren't worth staying for. But brother, her leaving, that says nothing about your worth. It says everything about her readiness. I remember walking through a bookstore a few weeks after she left, passing titles she used to love, flipping pages that still carried the scent of her perfume, and I smiled. Not because I wasn't hurting it, but for the first time, I got it. She didn't leave for someone better. She didn't leave for something new. She left because you can't live in a home that feels too quiet, when all you've known is screaming. And I was too quiet, too steady, too sure of her. You ever try to love someone who's unsure of themselves? It's draining. Like trying to embrace a ghost. She's there, but always halfway out the door. That's where Stoicism helps. It teaches you to love without losing your ground, to offer without pleading, to stand still even when she's spinning. Because a Stoic man doesn't chase someone who needs to flee. He watches, he accepts, and then he returns back to himself. Not bitter, not broken, just clear. Because love doesn't always end with a villain. Sometimes, it just ends with two souls walking at different speeds through the same fire. She walked because her soul still needed something to battle. And you stopped fighting because you knew love doesn't have to be a war. It can be soft. It can be two people sitting in silence, completely safe, with nothing left to prove. But she wasn't ready for that. And maybe she never will be. And that's okay, because the woman meant for you. She won't fear your stillness. She hunger for it. She won't confuse your peace with boredom. She'll see it as strength. She won't flinch when your eyes look too deep. She lean in, finally feeling at home. So if she left, let her chase chaos if she must, but don't follow. Don't become the storm just to make her feel at home. Don't shrink yourself just to keep her around. And most importantly, don't bleed every time someone can't hold space for how deeply you feel. Her leaving wasn't your failure, was her fear, and you did the bravest thing a man can ever do. You stayed soft in a world that begged you to harden. Pause silence. So let yourself grieve. Let yourself remember. Let her name ache on your tongue one last time, but then close the chapter. Not with bitterness, but with understanding. Because this was never your fault. One day, someone will come along, someone who isn't afraid of peace. Someone who doesn't see your presence as pressure, but as protection. She'll say, I've known chaos, I've danced in it. But with you, I finally feel quiet. And in that moment, you'll understand why the rest had to leave. They weren't wrong. They just weren't ready. So stay soft, stay still, stay grounded. Not for them, for you. Because real love, it doesn't need to be chased.